Shalom, Yasha'Allah, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Yasha'Allah. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakadash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwathium that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts, man. This is an article in the Seattle Times about Chad Wheeler, right, an Edomite who basically tried to murder his girlfriend, and for whatever reason, the authorities arrested this man on suspicion of felony domestic violence. Like he just slapped her, punched her or something, or kicked her. That man literally tried to kill this woman. Alright, so let's read this article and we're going to get some precepts. Portions of the article, rather. Alright, it says, Seahawks player Chad Wheeler was being held in King County Jail on Monday night after being arrested on suspicion of felony domestic violence, accused of assaulting his girlfriend at a residence in Kent. All right, if the tables would turn, if that was Jake right there, all that accused and, you know what I mean, what is that, suspicion, and it wouldn't be worded like that. It would say NFL player arrested for domestic violence. Like, ain't no question about it. Yes, this nigga did it. All right, but we all understand that this is not our kingdom. If you don't know that by now, you got life twisted, man. I don't know what's going on in your brain. They can do stuff we can't. Look up the color of law. All right. Look up the word colored as it pertains to the law. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so it says Wheeler on Monday appeared in King County District Court and bail was set at $400,000. Which, if I'm mistaken, he could have paid $40,000 to get at, because they do 10%, I believe. Is it 40,000 or 4,000, something like that? You know what I'm talking about. But it says he was ordered not to have contact with the alleged victim and to surrender all weapons. So let's kind of get into the meat of this thing. It says court records show Wheeler was booked into the King County Correctional Facility in Seattle at 1:19 a.m. Saturday. All right, so court records. All right, let me see. Okay. It says a Kent Police Department report said police responded to a call of a woman who was locked in a bathroom following a physical fight with her boyfriend. If you don't know, yes, his girlfriend was Eve. All right. She was a woman of color, I say that. I don't know who her dad is. I haven't looked it up. But I'm assuming, right? She's a Eve. Right? Because she's melanated. Right? It says the victim had called 911 to state that she was being killed. Right? She called 911 like, I'm being killed. She didn't say somebody beat me up or he won't let me leave or, you know what I mean, he trying to fight me. She called and said, I am being killed. As to say, someone is trying to murder me. All right. It says police were advised that she had suffered a dislocated arm and was bleeding. It says, according to the report, When officers arrived, they could hear screaming from inside the apartment, and after forcing their way in, they heard more screaming from a bathroom. They forced their way into the bathroom and found the victim in Wheeler. He was standing beside her, the report said. All right, it says, let me see. It says, according to the report, Wheeler had been on medication for bipolar disorder, but had not taken it of late. So that's the excuse right there. I'm bipolar. I ain't took my meds. She pissed me off. I tried to kill her. But it's so many brothers that's behind bars. They said the same thing. I'm bipolar, right? I haven't been on my meds like I should be. They still behind them bars. They behind them bars saying that. Right? They behind bars saying the same thing that this Edomite is saying. Right? It says, let me see. The report said the incident began when Wheeler asked the victim to bow to him. And when she did not, he grabbed her and threw her on a bed. Now this girl of his, this girlfriend of his, she's not an MMA fighter. She's not a pro wrestler. She's a regular petite female. This dude, according to this article, is 6'7", 310 pounds. And the girl is 5'9" and 145 pounds. This man lifts, I'm certain, 2 to 3 times her weight on a weight bench because he's a lineman. All right? But he ain't take his meds, so, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Just up that little 10% of that bond, right? Make sure you got on record you ain't been taking your meds. And, you know, the NFL stuff is done. It's a wrap. Pending, you know, the results of this court case. Man, this place is hell. Straight like that, right? Let's see. It says the report said Wheeler then strangled the victim before she lost consciousness. The report also said when she regained consciousness, Wheeler was standing near the bed and said, check this, wow, you're alive? That sounds like somebody tried to murder somebody, man. That sounds like he thought she was dead. That's attempted murder. That ain't no damn domestic violence. He tried to kill this girl and thought he succeeded. It says the victim then ran into the bathroom where she called 911 and family. According to the report, Wheeler picked the lock on the door and entered before officers arrived. He finna kill her ass. If she didn't, if that phone call wouldn't have made it through, if she'd have grabbed that phone and say her service just dropped for whatever reason, or the phone was dead, she would have been dead. He already tried to kill her once. No remorse, man. No remorse. That man said, wow, you're alive. Right? Let me see. Alright. The rest of it is basically that football crap. But let's get into some scripts, man. Alright. Eve, what's really going on? Leave Esau ass alone, man. Leave his ass alone. I know that your living in this wicked ass world is better with Esau because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. I know they got all new stuff. I know they throw away their old stuff that's really still good because they got it like that. But they'll kill your ass. They'll kill you. They'll kill your mama. They'll kill your dad. They'll kill your kids, which is their kids. Then they'll kill themselves. Right? They will make your life a living hell. Straight like that. Alright, so let's go to the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 5. And I know a lot of y'all Eves, y'all get with these Edomites because y'all done ran across so many of these no good niggas, man. Them 2/3 acting ass niggas, I feel you. I feel you. But all of us ain't like that. Right? Especially those of us that are trying to please the Father, right? That we really trying to know the Most High, and we trying our best to do what pleases Him, right? But I feel you. This Micah 7 and verse 5, it says, "Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom." Now this is speaking of this is the Most High speaking to Israel about Israel. Right? Watch these folks who are around you. Put your trust in the Father, point blank, period. That's what we supposed to be trusting in anyway. That's what unites those of us that are trying to operate in the truth. It's the Father. It ain't the person. It's the fact that that person is trying to please the Father, or at least that's what they putting on as. But you don't trust the person, you trust the Father. That's in the person. Through the Word, through the Spirit, right? Jeremiah, let's see, chapter 9 and verse 4. Just to reiterate the point, it says, "Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders." I feel you, Eve. I feel you. But at the end of the day, if you really can't trust the 2/3 acting ass niggas, you definitely can't put your trust in your damn enemy. You tripping. You tripping, man. You tripping the strong way. Hey, this to you, Jace, too. Don't think y'all getting away scot-free, cause I know a lot of y'all Jace out there love them damn Edomites, man. Love them Edomites. They do your ass in, too. They talk about you like a dog behind your back. For real, for real. They using you. For real, for real. And if you get one that's righteously, you know, about you or whatever, so what? You still supposed to be with your own. Cause can't nobody understand you like your own. Can't nobody understand your everyday struggle like your own, because your own is going through it with you. They know all about the struggle. And that's comfort. You being able to be the full you. Alright? This is the book of, let's see, Psalms, chapter 62 And verse 10, it says, trust not in oppression. Become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. We fully understand that the lifestyle with Esau is a lifestyle of a bit more comfort, if not way more comfort. Because like I stated before, this is their world. Gotcha. But I would rather struggle with my own because I know that would be real. I know it's real. Right? We can speak on hardships together, even if that hardship is us building a business, us coming into finances to be able to have certain levels of comfort. It's different when you do that with your own. Don't trust in oppression because they already living that lifestyle. They living that lifestyle as a whole nother set of problems that come with that lifestyle. You ain't used to because you used to being with your people. So don't set your heart upon those things. It's vain anyway. This is the book of Isaiah. Let's see. Chapter 30. Verse 12. Says, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Because you don't want to be with your own, like scripture tells you to do, for real, for real. We supposed to be dealing with each other anyway, first and foremost, with all things. Especially in affairs of being fruitful and multiplying. Right? But the Most High says, seeing as though you want to trust in oppression, right? You want to go kick it with the Egyptians on some, we all one, what they say? Not one nation, but one race, the human race, right? Hugs and kisses for everybody. We can change the world through love. The Most High said, that iniquity to you will be a breach. It's going to be the thing that's going to break you. And that's what that Eve experienced when she met the real Esau. He showed his true colors. That man said, buy your ass down, right? He probably been, slyway, hearing about the bruise, making Esau bow down and lick the bottom of boots. And he like, no. My woman is going to bow to me, right? And Eve was like, boy, you tripping. Hell, right? That's two different worlds. I guess he ain't understand Eve cuss your ass out. He ain't understand that. And Eve didn't understand Esau is an emotional bitch. And so he really operates in his emotions to the point to where if he get his heart broke, everybody got to die. If that man don't see no hope, everyone must leave this earth. Right? And she felt that. This is the book of Job, chapter 15, and verse 31. It says, let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. This Eve was deceived. She thought that, Esau was a stand-up individual. Like he really loved her and wouldn't harm her, right? She had to have had thought that in order for her to, for them to even get into a fight in the first place. Cause this dude is twice her size, right? An offensive lineman in the NFL, strong as hell, right? Prime shape, right? She didn't think that he would do that to her, but he did it. Which leads us to our final precept. Let's see. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 10. Says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Matter of fact, let me get one more script, then I'm gonna come back here. Never trust thine enemy. This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 6 to 8. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again. Egypt is oppression. Egypt is bondage. It says, with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Not your boyfriends, not your girlfriends, not your wives, not your husbands, not your friends. It said your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man will redeem you out of this oppression from your oppressors, aka your enemies. All right. Let's go back to Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. He gonna show you exactly who he is. Give it time. All right? It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. They did that. That's why we don't know who we are. That's why a whole nother people calling themselves who we really are. It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. These words is pricking at Eve. If anybody bring these words to her attention, I know she has not been paying this any attention because of who she was with. Right? But I bet she'll pay attention now. So, most High willing, this video and these precepts were edifying. Call Halon Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakah Kadash. Shalom Yasha Allah. Shalom.